It's Chris. I'm here on Narrowboat Poppy on a fine Monday afternoon. It's very, I think it's Tuesday. I get mixed up with the days now. I'm almost saying it's Tuesday, yeah, not Monday. Sorry about that. I'm here on Narrowboat Poppy. We're all in isolation still for another 3 weeks. I keep listening to the news, and there isn't much positive at all. People are still passing away, and it doesn't seem to be getting any easier. I think everybody is looking for a bit of good news to hang on to, and at the moment it isn't coming. Like I say, I think we're in lockdown now till about, I think it's May the 6th. And God hope that everything slows up, you know, that people stop catching it. And like I say, a hell of a lot of people are dying. It's just bad news. You get to dread to listen to the radio, to be honest with you. We just need a little bit of good news. Like I say, it's been horrendous. Like I say, I think we're about on week number 4 now, and it feels like heavy. There's a few people here down to Aston Marina. You don't see anybody. They're all in the boats. You can just see them now and then walking around. The marina's locked up. It's horrible, it is. I mean, this time of year now, there should be boats bombing up and down the canal. Everybody laughing and joking and walking around Aston Marina, and there's just nobody. I've just been up to the sluice to empty the toilet, and I've seen nobody. It's such a lovely day. Like I say, it's just horrible. I can't wait till it's over now. The bistro here are doing takeaway meals. We've had about 3 of them. They're very nice. Like I say, they're about £7 each. So for me and Jane, it's £14. We don't have them every night. Well, they don't do them every night. I think they only do them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So it's only Monday, Tuesday they don't do it. So, but they are very nice. I mean, like I say, we wouldn't have them every night anyway. But like I say, everybody's hoping now for a bit of good news, and it ain't coming yet. Like I say, we've got another 2.5 weeks, I think, before they review anything. And like I say, at the moment, I just can't see anything happening. It's just like I say, every time you put the radio, it's bad news. So like I say, it's got to turn around soon. I think that people are actually catching it now. Numbers have gone down a bit. So like I say, I think everybody's depressed now. You go out walking the streets, and quite rarely everybody walks 6 foot from you now. I do it myself, you know, when I'm out with the dogs, which is very good. But it'll take some breaking that well. But like I say, everyone's been brilliant, and I would imagine now people are getting really fed up now. I mean, the only good thing is the weather's been reasonable. It's East Aston Marina, looking out the window, loads of blue sky. Like I say, I've just been empty the toilet and filled up Poppy of water. Weekly chores. I'm not burning much coal now. We'll come back tonight, and I'll put 3 shovels in, and that'll do for 24 hours. If you stoke it up now and come back later, it's just too hot. It's unbearable. So let's say it's lovely and warm on Narrowboat Poppy. The sun's out, but it doesn't seem like this wind will ever die down. And if the wind would go, it'd be absolutely lovely. Still, we can't have everything. It could be throwing down the rain. I put 3 videos on this week. One was I did before all this virus started. Went down to Woolgrange on the railway. It was an absolutely horrendous day. Got soaked and covered in sludge, and I had to climb up this embankment, and I was slipping down and hanging on brambles and bushes, and I got to the top. My hands were bleeding. I thought, I'm never coming down this way again. So, like I say, but I did that before all this started. Then I go out on my bike most days to get some exercise, which you can do. I don't go anywhere where people are, or tourist places anywhere. I don't go anywhere near them. I went to Stanley, It's about 15 miles away from here. It's a lovely spot. It's one of the feeders for the Culdon Canal. I haven't been for a while. I used to sail around there when I was a lot younger. I know the lanes quite well. Made a video there. Then I can't remember what the other one was. Oh yeah, I went to Method and had a walk up the canal. I went on my bike to Method. It's about 5 or 6 miles away from here. It's a lovely spot, but the only trouble is there's too many people there. I was jumping in the bushes, get out of the way. I got blinking nettled. Like saying the towpath, they aren't very wide, and you certainly can't get away you can't keep 2 meters apart from people on the towpath. It's very, very hard. Like I say, I went in the bushes a couple of times to get away. I'm surprised they haven't put some restrictions on towpaths, because a hell of a lot of people seem to be walking up. I mean, just the other side of here, I can see the towpath, and it's very, very busy. Like I say, the sun comes out, people just flock to canals, and it's very, very awkward. But I'm glad they haven't shut the towpaths. But I don't go very often. It's too awkward, to be honest with you. And then there's bikes coming up and down all the time, and unless you go in the remote countryside, it's like I say, I went to Barliston and Method, and it was too busy for me. So I'll hope you're not too depressed and fighting on. I'm sure it won't last forever. Like I say, I think it's May the 6th they review it, and I just hope like America have done it in 3 stages. I would imagine the UK would do the same. But I think people are very sensible now. Everybody I've passed, they keep 2 meters away from you, and they're very, very sensible. And like I say, I try to keep away from people. I mean, sometimes when you go in the shops, it's very awkward, but I don't go to the big Morrisons and Tesco because of that reason. I mean, you're queuing up with people who've got masks on and gloves. It's just horrible. I'm not going to put myself in that position. I'm not that desperate. Like I say, I go to the local shops, the local co-op, which is great. You pay a little bit more, but does it matter? Does it matter? I don't think so. So I'll just carry on with my chores, and hope you all are well, and keep yourself occupied. They say there can be long days, and the trouble is, if you don't get any exercise, you don't sleep at night. So some people tend to go nocturnal, sleep in the day and awake all night. Well, like I say, I do my exercise, I walk the dogs, I keep myself busy most of the day, so I sleep at night, so there's no problem. So like I say, thanks for subscribing, and one day it'll all be over, and just keep your pecker up, and you just got to fight through it. We're solid, we're sensible people, and I'm sure we will. So look after yourselves. Bye.